sales letter, remember you're going to get an entire copy of my full website, including the sales letter. You can make any changes to the sales letter that you want. Obviously, you're going to want to put your name on it. If you choose to use this site design, you can take this sales letter out and put it into your own site design. You can turn the sales letter into a sales video. You can literally do anything that you want with it. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down and show you on the sales letter what we tell people are included with their membership when they sign up for the membership site. We're giving them 4 hot private label rights products every single month. That's the 4 10,000 word ebooks. We're giving them articles that they can use in any way they want. They can use these to post to their blog to promote their ebooks. They can use them to drive traffic. One of the things that I recommend that they do with them is they infuse the articles into the books. Like I told you, the books average around 10,000 words, but by the time you infuse all the articles into the books, it gives you a 25,000 word book. And the cool thing about that is if somebody was to infuse these 25 articles into the book, I always knew that no 2 members of my site would mix them in the same order. So that's going to give you a unique book that no one else is selling, which is kind of cool. Next module we give them is a complete step-by-step sales letter crash course. We actually have a 67-page manual that teaches them how to create a sales letter, because I don't give sales letters with these products. However, I give something called a fast action idea PDF guide with every single product, which I'm going to show you when we get inside the members area. But basically that gives them tools to build their sales letter. I give them 5 headlines for their sales letter. I give them a bunch of sub-headlines and bullet points and starter content to create their sales letter using the guide. So basically it makes it so anybody that's never written a sales letter before can write a sales letter of their own for each of these products and have their own unique sales letter that doesn't match anyone else selling the same product, which it gives them a unique product rather than your typical PLR product. Number 4, we give them the official coaching manual that comes with the site. This helps walk them step by step how to take their products and create full-blown information products with them and how to sell them. We also give a product analysis guide for each one of the 192 products that's in the membership area. And what these product analysis guides do is provide Google AdWords data for each product, full keyword lists for each niche. It gives potential product titles, and I'm going to show you these once we get inside the members area. And then we also give some additional market research and links. And then, of course, more step-by-step guides. We've got a ton of step-by-step guides in the members area, including a thank you page setup guide, a physical product quick start manual in case you want to learn to create physical products with these. We give them the quick start manual. We give them the Be Unique quick start manual, which talks a little bit about rebranding. Then we give the market multiplier, how to turn these products, how to turn one single product into multiple different markets. For example, one of the books on time management for internet marketers could easily, with a few tweaks, be turned into time management for auto mechanics or time management for chiropractors. So a lot of these books could be, reworked a little bit to fit different niche markets. Also, we give a why rebrand manual, which talks a little bit about how to rebrand a product and why you should rebrand it to keep your site and products unique from anyone else. And that pretty much, covers the sales letter that you're going to get. We also, on the sales letter, give a couple examples of a few of the products: cosmetic surgery, iPhones, making your first feature film, parenting through divorce, overcoming the fear of public speaking. I tried to go half and half with products that have to do with internet marketing, since I'm an internet marketer, and then also products that are in outside niches like making a feature film or parenting through divorce. Both good topics, good places to generate leads. So that is the sales letter. I have been charging our sales letter starts off with a discounted price, which is why this is crossed out here. The price that I've been charging is $147 sign-up fee and then $19.97 a month. And at the high point, I had 796 members. It was bringing in over $12,000 a month. And as I mentioned in my other video, membership is down a little bit right now, but it's because over 4 years, you get natural drop-off in any membership site. And we have not promoted this site since I launched it 4 years ago. In fact, like I said, if you're a member of my email list, then you probably notice that I don't ever promote this site to you, which, I should have been promoting it, but I've just been busy doing other things, other sites, and my Source Code Gold Mines had me busy. So we're going to go ahead and show you some financial stats. I want to show you what the site has brought in. Right now the site admin runs on the A-Member software. But before I log into A-Member, I want to show you my One Shopping Cart account, because I used to run the whole site on One Shopping Cart. That's where the income first came into the site for the first couple months before I switched over to A-Member. So I'm going to go ahead and log in here. And it's actually One Shopping Cart, but as you can see, I'm on webmarketingmagic.com with private label of One Shopping Cart. So we're going to go ahead and go into my orders page. And then I'm going to drop down to the bottom here, and I'm going to select all orders, not just the past 30 days. That'll take us back to the orders for this particular product. We're going to show you 150 products per page. And I'm going to go down through my list of products, and I'm going to find Naked PLR. Charter membership, that's what I called it right when it launched. And then we can click submit, and you will see there's 1,405 orders found. Now that's not 1,405 people, that's orders that were recurring, because like I said, it ran a couple months on the Web Marketing Magic platform before we put it into the other A-Member platform. But you got to keep in mind that this actually includes some decline orders, as you can see here. So we're going to refine this search even a little bit further. And we're going to go to only accepted orders to get rid of those declines. And this is just the first 150 out of the orders that are shown on this page, but you can see there's 1,126 orders total found, and they average $19.97 each. You can see there's some people that opted for the annual option of $197, paying all up front rather than making monthly payments. But you can see from the dates over on the left-hand side here that, you know, this site right during launch time was bringing in a ton of orders, all $20 each. You can see we're on the 11th of, this was 2008, right when the site first launched. And that's just the first page of orders. I mean, we have multiple pages of orders at 150 orders per page. It's 1,126 orders found. So to give you an example of how much income was generated from this, let me just pop up the calculator here. And so we've got 1,126 orders. I'm not even going to worry about the people that paid annually for $197, so this total is going to actually be a little lower than what it was in reality. But if we go with all 1,126 payments that were made, and then we times that by the regular monthly fee of $19.97, that is $22,486 just in payments that came into my One Shopping Cart account. So that's One Shopping Cart. Now I'm going to go ahead and log into my A-Member account and show you the totals that came in there. Okay, and as you can see, we are logged in on today, Saturday, February 25th, 2012. This is the money that's come in this week, $589 this week. As you can see, it's not huge because, like I said, there's not nearly as many members active as there used to be when the site first started. But let's just go ahead and pull up a report for total income for all payments that have come into the site. We just go to Income Report, click Proceed, and then we're going to go by monthly, and then we're going to just take it all the way back to 2007. The site actually launched in 2008, and it's been running since then. But we're going to get a monthly report from when I stopped using One Shopping Cart to when I started using the A-Member software. And this first month here you can see is when I actually started taking regular new signups through here, but then I also transferred all of my old One Shopping Cart customers in as well, which is why in September of 2008, you see at that high point, we had 796 members. That month, the site brought in $12,400. And then again, as with any website, there's going to be always normal drop off. The first month was the most members. Then we had some drop off. It dropped to 9,600. And as you can see, it steadily drops down. We had an area right in here where it stayed solid right in 7,900, 7,500, 7,100. And then if we just keep going down, you'll see $6,000 this month, 5,600. Then it was back up to 6,500. A couple new members signed up. And as we go all the way down, you can see now 4 years later, the site doesn't make nearly as much money as it used to. Of course, this month's not over yet, obviously, but in December, the site brought in 2,100. Last month was 1,300. This month we're probably on pace for a little bit more than 1,300 because it's the 25th, and I know I've had some new signups. But as you can see, there's not as many customers as there used to be, but the number that counts right there. The site's brought in $203,544.97 since the site's been on a member. So if we go back to our handy dandy little Windows calculator over here and we put in the 22,486 that we determined that we made while we were in one shopping cart, and then we plus that by 203,544, and we'll add the 97 cents. Then you can see this site has brought in over $226,000, which is, you know, not bad for one membership website. And this is, of course, just one of many sites that I have. In fact, you know, this isn't even one of my larger sites. So just to show you the value that you're going to be able to pick up here, this is what I've made off of this content. And actually, this is not all I've made off this content. This is what I've made on this content in the Naked PLR membership. I've also used a lot of this content personally myself to create other little niche products, which I'll show you one as an example in just a minute. So there is our inside of our A member. Now I want to go ahead and show you an example of a part of what I've spent on having this content created. I don't have all of it because one of the writers that I use is a writer that I don't use on one of the Lance type sites. It's a writer that I use directly, somebody that's a personal friend of mine that does a lot of writing. But just one of the writers that I use on Elance did $47,000 worth of the writing for this product. You can see that on average, you know, the books were costing me $500 each. That's why you're going to see a lot of $500 payments in here. There's times where I might be billed for multiple books at once, like $2,500. That would have been 5 books at once. At the top there you see 2,000. That was 4 books. Sometimes I would have this person do a little bit of article writing for me too, so there would be a $700, which would be a pack of articles, 25 articles, and a $500 book. But as you can see, these payments, you know, as I scroll down slowly, they just go on. And this is just one of the writers that I used on Elance. And as I said, I use some outside writers as well. But this one particular writer I paid $47,000 to strictly for Naked PLR content. And the average contract amount you see there, $500, which is what they were charging me for the books. And then the articles that you see that come with each product. Remember, there's 192 ebooks, but each of the 192 ebooks also comes with 25 articles. I always had the articles done on Rent-A-Coder, which is now VWorker. So I'm logged into my VWorker account here, and you can see the date there. It's February 25th. And you can see that if we go over into my financials for all the projects that I had done, here we go. We're getting down into the articles here. We have 50 articles, $500. Another 50 articles, $500. I was paying on average $250 per 25 articles, and sometimes I had people do 2 batches, so it'd be 50. So $500 for 50 more articles, and here's 20 articles, $200, 50 more for $500 down there at the bottom. 50 for $300. Sometimes I got better deals than other times, but on average I spent $250 per batch of 25 articles. And you can see this just goes on and on. All these $500 listings are just articles. They just go on and on and on. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. There's a ton of them. And this is just one of my 3 Rent-A-Coder accounts. But as you see, if we go all the way down to the bottom on just this account, we've got $43,000 in articles written, and you see the name of the account there, Absolute Jer. I'm going to go ahead and sign out of this account, and I'm going to sign into my other VWorker account. That was account Absolute Jer. And here is another account that I have. Notice this one just has an AW after. It's the same name. And then we're going to go to my account, my financials, and this is more articles. Oh, if they come up, there we go. So again, articles, there's, you know, you can see I'm up to I always number the batches of articles. If you noticed in the other Rent-A-Coder account that I had, some of them were in the 50s and 60s. Just shows all the different batch numbers of articles. And like I told you, some of my ebook writers do the articles too. These articles here, I actually worked some of my writers down to $200 a pack because the recession hit and they were willing to work for a little bit less, so I was willing to let them work for a little bit less. But you can see each of these is a batch of 25 articles, and you can see that, you know, all the dates are, you know, pretty close together. I did a ton of content. As we go a little further back, you know, you'll find somebody that maybe wanted a job real bad, so they bid a little bit lower, and I was always willing to give someone a try if they would bid lower. Once in a while you get somebody that would bid $75 on a 25 pack. I always found that was a mistake. It's usually a writer that doesn't write very good. That's why they're willing to work cheap, so I didn't do that too often. And a lot of times when I do a batch of articles like that, I ended up not even using the articles. You can see we're still down to $200 articles, but now we're getting down back into where the prices were higher. 50 articles, 500, 50 for 500. Here's another 50 for 500, and all the way down 50 for 500. And usually what I'd do is I'd have one writer write a batch of 25 articles for 2 of the different products. So anyways, in this one particular account, you can see it just scrolls forever at $500. So I wanted to show you that I really did spend real money having these articles written. I didn't just scrape a bunch of PLR articles like people tend to do when they put products together. So you can see that, you know, I've got a total of I don't know why it says 69,000. That might have been, you know, it says approved deposits. Maybe this is people that I had to pull arbitrations on because they didn't, like you see some of these I rejected the work that somebody might have done. So then it takes into account all the times that I rejected the articles because they didn't meet our quality standards. So the total that I actually spent on this Rent-A-Coder account was $60,000. You saw the previous Rent-A-Coder account that we just logged into, I spent $43,000. So that's $103,000 just in Rent-A-Coder for articles and such. And again, probably not all of these articles went into Naked PLR, but it's a large amount of them did. So that was 103 just in Rent-A-Coder, and then here's another 47,000 over on Elance with just this one particular writer. Already we're at 150,000 in outsourcing just for those particular batches of work that went right into Naked PLR. So you're getting a ton of content that I paid to create. And again, because my membership base has been so low, you can see this last month we only had 63 members. And if you've been marketing online for long, you already know that probably less than 10% of people that pay for content ever do anything with it. So really you've got like 6 people that actually probably did anything with this content. And remember, none of the people that are members of Naked PLR have the right to sell resell rights to this content. They've only got usage rights to create their own products. So this content has all stayed pretty fresh and isn't all over the place like a lot of times what happens with PLR. So that's the financials. Now we're going to go into the actual site. And I know this video is getting a little long. I'm going to try to hurry it up. I showed you the sales letter already. That was what the index page was there. Email confirmed. That's just a confirmation page when people opt in to an opt-in form that I have. The naked terms, that's a terms page. I'm not going to bore you with that. These 2 pages here are just old copies of the sales letter, what I might have made some changes to. We've got a text file folder here where, you know, we give something. This is an email they get after they sign up to the autoresponder. It gives them their username and password when they sign into a member. There's some FAQ questions, things like that. There was a $1 trial at one point. There is a sales letter creator software that's included in the members area. That's what this folder is. And the sales letter creator software, you actually get a rebrander for it. You get the full source code to the software. It's kind of a cool little software that helps them create their sales letters. There's a folder of bonuses that's in the members area that's included. And we've got banner ads for your affiliate program. The banner ads come with Photoshop files. All I would ask is if you use any of these banners, not to use the banners that have my picture on them. You can see the picture there of me on a few of these. I'm not giving you the right to use my image. You're buying rights to the entire site. You can edit the site, but I recommend you don't call it Naked PLR. You rename it your own site, and that's if you even choose to run it as a site delivering product like I do every single month. You probably might want to use this content for something else. There's just a ton of content, and there's a bazillion ways that you could use this content to make money. That said, let's go ahead and go into the heart of Naked PLR, which is the members area. This Get Naked folder is the folder that I would normally protect with my A member script. So as you can see, there's just a ton of files in here, and this is probably not even counting all the files that are in the zip files. I'm not sure how that works, but you can see, there's a ton of files in here. And when we go in here, you're going to see there's all the packs. Each pack is what would be delivered every single month. Every month they would get 4 products. In fact, the first month, pack 1, cosmetic surgery, iPhones, making a feature film, parenting through divorce. And then of course there's the zip files that they would download, and then this is a copy of the download page that the customer would see for this particular month. You can see it shows pack number 1, then it gives a listing of all the products. And then remember, with each product they get the 10,000 word guide, they get the 25 articles, and then they also get what's called a product analysis and fast action idea guide, which I'm going to show you those in just a minute. But they get that for every single one of the 192 products that are in the members area. So back down to into the folder here, we're going to go up and I'm going to show you there's 48 packs. They got 1 pack per month, so 48 packs. That's 4 solid years worth of content. So if you set up a membership site using the new A member that allows drip feeding of content, or wishlist member where you can drip feed content, and start them on pack 1, or even mix and match these up so maybe you're not delivering content in the same order that somebody else might be on their website. You've got 48 months before you have to even worry about creating content. So think of it this way. If you only signed up 5 members to your membership website and you charged them $20 a month each, that's only $100 a month. In 3 months, those 5 members are going to more than pay for your package. And remember, for what you're getting,